Are you a bit of a bum? Maybe you kind of are spaced out and disconnected from the physical world. Other people call you homeless. If those things apply to you, you might be for physics. Let's get into it. Flexibility is crucial and obviously a results-oriented placement. So this is the most extreme in this case, right? Not focus on engaging in the physical world for the sake of it. Not focus on discussing what they like, discussing how things should be done. They just want to get their bread and they want to do the rest. Focus on other placements because remember, that's kind of like a hierarchy when it comes to our needs, right? So fourth placement just wants to kind of get you want to get that food in your belly just so you can focus on more important things to you. That's kind of how it works. In fact, I would say most of them forget to even eat anyway. Don't quote me on that. Yes, results oriented placement, as I have kind of explained to you guys multiple times now. Flexibility is another thing because it's a fourth placement, right? Remember, fourth placement, flexible, adaptable. So quite eager to really accept your advice, eager to kind of go with the flow, same way a fourth will individual would. Just going with the flow. Maybe you have a new dish you prepared, they'll try it, no problem, they don't care, no problem. They're not picky, they're not going to be very picky about the material world. So very open, very receptive. Maybe you give them advice on their clothing. Maybe tell them, oh, this doesn't look on you, change this ASAP, can be on my watch. Maybe you have a more kind of authoritarian approach. Maybe you think you know the way. For physics, Jesus. For physics can easily adapt to that, because again, why not? Like they don't care about the physical world. They don't care about it. It's not of interest to them. They have other important things to deal with than just making sure that they don't starve to death. Kind of boring, bro.
Ooh, hee, ha, ha. And I thought my jokes were bad.
If you give them like clear requirements and how to help you fulfill certain needs, they can do it, they can help you with doing certain things if you guide them and you show them how to do it. So how it's done, show them how it's done and they'll follow it, kind of the same way as I was explaining for physics, showing them how to do it and they will pull the weight. And that's the same exact thing happens with for physics. Same principle, right? Now, because the material world is such a thing, is a thing that they don't really care to interact with much. It's met with indifference. That's their approach to the material world. Indifference. They're literally the biggest minimalists, true minimalists, right? They only need what is necessary. That's what it is. They only need what is necessary, the most basic necessary things to survive. No luxury, no additional stuff, none of that. Comfort and security and all of those things, those finer things they might not even care about, they might not pay much attention to. Oh, you have amazing watch, you have amazing blanket, whatever. It's a blanket. I don't care about it. That might be the attitude of a physics individual. They might be considered lazy, right? In many sources, we do label for physics as lazy. And it kind of makes sense because, again, it's a person who's not really focused on moving much, focused on expending energy. They don't want to expend energy, they're more static. So again, much more static, much more motionless, does not want to engage with the physical world much. With then, and that's gonna show itself as lack of drive in a sense, not in a willpower sense, but going to action, physically engaging with the world can be difficult. So that's what kind of contributes to their laziness, right? Not caring about how things around them look like as much. Because again, if it does not interfere with the higher placements, why would they care? Why would they care? It doesn't matter. And that is why some people might kind of view them as lazy. Things like money and luxury, as I was saying, again, it's simply a way for them to satisfy their other placements. Imagine like a monk, maybe on a more extreme level, like a super stereotypical, I'm talking caricature level monk who doesn't really care about money at all. Like he has no regard for money. It means nothing. He'll burn it down.
I'm only burning my half. All you care about is money. This town deserves a better class of criminals.
And that's kind of how he views it. Whatever. Because he has bigger goals. He has bigger, maybe either ambitions. He has bigger things that he cares about rather than just the material world. 4F is also described as a very gloomy and very depressive attitude. That's the kind of interesting part. But in physics, often determines your how you view the world, how you view life. So it's almost love for life. That's how physics can be manifested also. So higher physics kind of gives you a more happy outlook on life and more joyful attitude, taking pleasure in the world much more than 4F. Most importantly, often because they are so careless about the physical world, they can have a completely psychotic disregard to their own safety, to their own physical safety, like Superman type of shit. That's kind of how it might manifest. I mean, it's incredible the shit they might put themselves in danger, because it's often described as a fearless position in that way, because it doesn't mind getting hurt. It doesn't mind, oh, I'm gonna protect myself, please. No, it doesn't mind getting hurt, injured. They might not even care about that.
You have nothing, nothing to threaten me with, nothing to do with all your strength.
They might not even like pay attention much to it. Oh, I need to take care of myself, whatever. Very neglectful of anything that has to do with physics. They would rather have you dealing with it. In an ideal world, 4F individual has someone else deal with it. While they don't have to. They can focus on their other placements and live their life to the fullest, while you take care of the physical placement. If they have to do everything on their own in the physical placement, that's going to be very difficult for them. And things will look like a mess. Things will be a mess, and it's gonna be extremely hard for them have that natural drive to maintain that. It's still open to other people, trying sports. They can be. You expect for Ev to just not be sporty at all or not move at all, but no, again, with a push of other people, they can engage in sports. They can engage in all kinds of activities, but on their own. Oftentimes they're static and motionless. They might not care, but they just need a little push. So if you are a 4F individual, or a 4F individual, just kick him a bit, literally, and it'll be fine. Trust me, it will be fine.